What's up, guys? Today is going to be very different from my normal content. Today we'll be talking about Apex Legends. Now, Apex Legends has pretty recently been put onto Switch and mobile. So with those additions, I'm going to compare the mobile, Switch, Xbox One, and PC versions of the game and give some of my thoughts on each version. Side note, I used a controller for each version. So first off, we will be starting off on mobile. Now, I have to say it was a very interesting choice starting it off on Season 2. And I think it was a very good move. It's nice to see Capital City again after such a long time. There are a ton of big changes to mobile. One of the big changes that stood out to me was the bigger ammo counts for guns. On mobile, this makes sense because mobile players will be missing a lot of their shots. Another was the form of unlocking legends. Bloodhound is the first legend you obtain. After that, you get Octane. To get other legends, you actually have to level up to get Pathfinder, Wraith, Bangalore, and others like that. You don't just get them right out of the gate. To me, that was a very interesting choice, and honestly, it's not as bad as you would expect. I have to say, I was really impressed with the quality and performance on mobile. I was using a Samsung S10e, and it ran fairly smooth. I didn't really have any frame drops or performance issues, and I think the integration of Apex onto mobile was executed very well. Now, what wasn't executed very well was putting Apex onto the Switch. It runs like I connected it to my 7th grade electric potato experiment, and even that is being generous. The render distance is garbage, everything looks foggy and blurred, and frame drops were terrible. There's nothing good about it, and honestly, it should never have been put onto Switch in the first place. It probably would look a little better on the Switch Lite, but besides that, it's the worst way to play modern Apex. And at that point, just buy an Xbox or something else. Now, on Xbox, everything runs just fine and the game looks pretty good, and it's a breath of fresh air after playing the Switch version. If you're going to play Apex, this is the best way to play for pretty cheap. The game looks good, no huge frame drops besides when somebody uses the text-to-speech option on the game. It freezes, which in the middle of a fight can completely ruin it. Another slight problem, and note this could just because my console's a little old or our internet's bad, but I experience frequent game crashes here and there, and it's kind of frustrating, but other than that, it works fairly well and is definitely a good experience on console. Now, PC is just a huge jump in quality. The gameplay is so smooth, the frames stay very consistent, the game looks absolutely incredible. I love just how perfectly it runs. Now, the big drawback are you PC players. You guys are relentless, you guys decimate every corner and your skill is unmatched. But that's the drawback. Sweats ruin the experience. But otherwise, the games are great, and PC is the absolute best way to run Apex. This was definitely a short video, but I wanted to make a video that was different from my usual content and see how it performs. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys later. Deuces.